It I hadn't really been playing any games the last couple weeks, and in fact, work had been really busy last week. I did like 75 hours, so I hadn't been doing much but that. But I am going to go ahead and start playing some of the games that I bought. And my plan is ultimately to play these in order. Crisis Core is like the prequel to the Final Fantasy VII. Um, and what I'd found out is Ever Crisis, which is the gotcha game version of Final Fantasy. I don't really like that kind of gameplay. I'm not really too into it. I did check it out, and I didn't feel like playing it. Um, but I did watch somebody play it for like the story. So they did a good job of like cutting out battles because they're just kind of repetitive and it's the same stuff. And it was interesting. It was the first soldier story or something, one of the soldier story, which was even before this one, and got to see like Sephiroth as like a teenager and how they made up stories that he was a hero before he even was a hero, and him having flashbacks about his mom and all sorts of shit, and it was pretty interesting. So I did watch some of that, but like I said, I didn't play it. What they had done is they kind of made a series out of stuff within the Ever Crisis environment. But again, those type of gotcha games, a lot of stuff's behind a paywall, or else you're spending hours just getting your characters strong enough to be able to accomplish certain goals. And with that kind of play style, the way the game plays, it's just not really my cup of tea. So I didn't bother. It is a free game, but it's the style, the way that these companies do these things, and I'm a fan of Square Enix. I'm a fan of the Final Fantasy stuff, um, but I'm just not a fan of that type of game. And because you're basically farming like crystals or farming certain items, but instead of spending hours farming them, you could just simply pay some money and get, you know, you have like your free tier, you have your free stuff where you play every day, you accomplish this goal, that goal, you do get a little something, but if you pay more money you'll get more rewards. And you see that type within like when we played Lost Ark had the same style thing. There's plenty of other um, games out there that have a similar style to them, that it obviously makes sense. If you want to get anywhere and you want to get there quick, you pay the money so that when you play, you're getting more rewards. And on top of that, typically you're buying crystals or buying in-game currency or whatever to make your character stronger. So, um, like I said, not my thing. You know, if the play style was something that I enjoyed, then I'm going to spend hours grinding for the stuff to get what I need because I'm going to actually enjoy it. And I'll put on some music, I'll put on something like this or whatever I feel like at the time. And I could do that stuff for hours. I did that in Warcraft. Warcraft had a lot of type of grinding type systems that you had to do things, and it took you a while to get what you needed. And I didn't mind that so much because I enjoyed the grind to a certain extent. Some of them I didn't, so I didn't do them. Um, but in any event, um, out of the games I bought, it looks like this is the road I kind of want to go down right now. This is where I feel like I'm moving towards. But I'm fully expecting for the next couple of months that my job's going to be fairly busy. This is the time of year that things happen. Like literally just not yesterday, the day before. We had a storm roll through and screw up some stuff in a town. We lost a UPS. We lost a couple things, a couple pieces of equipment, and I had to go back after midnight with an electrician, and they had to help rewire some things and fix some things up because we had a hot chassis. I was literally trying to redo things and pull wires, and I'm touching stuff, and it's shocking me because the damn ground and the neutral and whatnot was bad in our sub panel. So these are the things that are going to happen, and it's the nature of my job. People go out and cut our fiber and do all sorts of stupid shit, so it is what it is. But in my spare time, it's most likely going to be this. So the way I do Crisis Core, I remember playing it before on the PlayStation 5. There's a lot of missions, and so I tend to just kind of do that up to a certain point. I'll get to, where was it? One of the last things I did, see these number 4s, these are a little tough for me, but I was able to do them to finish that part. So that's kind of what I'll do is I'll just finish some of the missions that are probably rank 4 and below. And what am I doing? I didn't even switch my gear. Hold on. I want the I want my whatchamacallit. I have a fire amulet that'll help. I already had it on. Okay, so I have that. And then I'm going to probably do... Was he weak to Blizzard? I don't think so. Maybe he was. But I don't really need these. So probably what I'll do is I'll do the Blizzard Blade. Hopefully that'll level up. Typically when something's mastered, I'll just swap it out. And I'll only use it when needed for like a tough fight that it is something important. Like I already have my Cure mastered. I've been playing this for a little over 3 hours. Got through chapter 1, and I've been working on some of the missions in chapter 2 before I actually go out and progress with the story. And this is kind of something that I'll tend to do is I do tend to focus on the side content because you get, I got all sorts of shit already, so, and it's stuff I want to level up. This system's a little funny with how it levels because it uses the slots on the upper left. It's not my way of doing it, but I get it because that's kind of how the original Crisis Core was on the PSP, and I do appreciate that they pretty much left a lot of that stuff intact but gave it a new, more updated feel and updated graphics and all that stuff. So I think they did a good job with this, even though the battle system, I like Remake and Rebirth stuff way better, but I can appreciate how they did this, and I can adapt to it, and it's not the end of the world, and I understand it, so it's okay. I just tend to not really pay too much attention to that stuff. If I get a buff, typically like no MP cost, I'll just maybe cast a bunch of spells. No AP cost, I'll do a bunch of damage using these things here. These are the physical attacks right here. I'll do stuff like that. So it'll show when I do this mission. But I definitely want the half fire damage, so I already had that. This helps me take a lot less damage because it gives me a really nice vitality boost. So you can see I get plus 40, so I'll take less damage from his physical hits. So I'm tankier, I can take less damage, and any fire damage from Ifrit is halved. So this should be a fairly easy fight. The Bulletproof Vest is plus 30, the Shinra Alpha is plus 40, so I'm obviously going to keep that. So I think I'm good with that stuff there. Because it's a fairly easy fight, I'll just kind of stick with some of the stuff and not really cast spells. But I'll use this. Probably my primary attack against him. Don't really need the magic up, but I kind of want to level it up. Let me see if there's anything else I want to level up first. See, my cure is already mastered. I'm not going to really bother with that. Then you can see the little sword with there's sword 9, 12. That helps give me a little bit extra attack. Um, do a little extra damage. But I really do try to focus on, if it's not that hard of a fight, I want to level something. So maybe I'll do the poison or the silence. Nah, that gravity, I'm going to definitely want to get that sucker up there. So let's do gravity. Let's do these guys. I think we'll be good. I went ahead and set up my PlayStation controller just because it is easier. You can do keyboard and mouse, but I feel more comfortable with this. Where was it? Was it this one? Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this is it adds another image to the DMW. I forgot what it stood for. The Mind Wave. That's something Mind Wave. Fucking whatever. It's the slots. And the thing with that I remember is early on you want to kind of grind to get all of the. There's little cutscenes and stuff that happens with them, and it's easier to get that stuff early on because the more images added to that means it's more random and it's going to be harder for you to get some of this stuff here. So you can see my progress with like Sephiroth's images is only 10%, Angeal's is only 40%, and Sang's is only 10%. So I mean, that's kind of why I would rather grind this stuff early on to try and get my progress pretty high, so that these ones are done and out of the way, and I'm not trying to fight them later. Right, this shouldn't be too hard. He is weak to Blizzard. There, see, no AP cost. So I'm going to spam my AP ability. And it kind of makes this pretty trivial. And then I'm going to do the limit break, and that should finish that off to where he can't cast his ability. And he's dead anyways. So it was only a 1-star fight, so pretty trivial. So I attacked his weakness with my Blizzard Blade, and I got pretty lucky with not getting me no AP cost, so I was able to just spam it and just go to town on him. Yeah. Pretty much any of the 1-star stuff, I think I should just kind of burn through. Because again, they're going to be kind of now in these missions. There's on the right hand side here where I can't show my mouse because it's doing the mouse look. On the right hand side of the screen is a chest 0 out of 1. So you want to grab this chest before you initiate the fight. And there it is, right there. Sometimes these chests are. Sometimes they're behind where you spawn in. There's some of these maps where you go backwards to go grab like one of the chests, and then there may be a little bit of an offshoot somewhere as you're heading to the exclamation mark for the quest, for the mission, and it'll be in one of those offshoots. So I'm sure I'll run into something like that in one of these missions. I think this bird is weak to wind, but I don't have wind abilities. No, it's red. So if I was really worried about the fight, I would just simply switch to, instead of my Blizzard Blade, I would do something with fire. I'll go ahead and cast that because they're weak to fire. This should finish them off. Yeah, for some reason with the Final Fantasy games, I'm not like some super master at it, but I did platinum remake, and I was working on platinuming the Rebirth. And it was somewhere, it was like summer of last year, and it was something, maybe September. And I got caught up in something, I kind of just stopped doing it. And then eventually my TV broke, and then I kind of just went to Windows. So got my Thunder Blade. So the completion progress on the bottom left, once you hit 5%, there's a bonus. You get an extra item. You can see at 10%, I get the titanium bangle. So I got something. I thought I was here. Let's see. It was the Thunder Blade. That was that bonus that I got. Let's see. Got 2 of those. 2 silences. And what I'll likely do is just like master one of each, and then I think what I end up doing is I do that materia fusion and burn them to make something else. I forgot what exactly it was. It'll come back to me when I cross that bridge. Look at my HP. I'm gaining something. Oh yeah, the SP too. Spend it on something. I don't remember what. I think it has to do with the materia fusion. I think I used the SP to do the materia fusions. So those guys were weak to fire. I don't know what the other people are weak to. So again, this is more just to kind of level some of these up. I'm not really using them. I'm not really using my abilities because it's a 1-star fight. It's pretty trivial. They can't really hurt me. My vitality is pretty high. And I mean, not only do I get half fire damage, but I get extra MP, vitality, and spirit. Vitality helps with physical attacks against me. I defend better. And spirit helps with magical attacks against me. Luck is for critical hits. And the attack and magic. Attack is my physical offense. And the magic is my magic offense. Okay, looks like that's as far as we can go with that. It's after midnight. Why am I getting a text after midnight? Unless it's somebody who's on Steam and they know I'm up. Okay. My ex-wife is showing me a picture of me and my daughter, and I had that on my Facebook for quite some time. I don't remember where that was at. But man, Emily was probably what, 6 or 8? 2015. So Emily would have been 7. But yeah, yeah, it's like 10:30 over there. It's like past her bedtime. That's cool. That was a picture that has been. It's probably still on my Facebook, most likely. Let's see if she wants to talk about something. I don't think so, but it's no big deal. Um, See, like I was saying, I'm probably going to try and burn through some of these missions, and then I'll move on with the story because it's going to be even more trivial later on. So I might as well kind of just get through them. I'm not really going to grind this stuff. I've certain grinding things I did before that I recall that I'm fine with just waiting until that opportunity arises to just, again, I'll put on some music or something like this, and I have a goal in mind of something I want, and I'll just spend some time killing whoever over and over again until I get all of the SP I need, or whatever the heck I'm going after. I'll figure it out. There, this guy's weak to cold, so I'll just kind of burn through that. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm going to skip it since we already saw it last time. Cool. See, it leveled up my gravity. And even after taking some damage, I mean, I'm still well above my max HP. But yeah, the controller vibrate. It does everything just like the PlayStation 5. And it looks better. I have this 49-inch widescreen monitor. So this is very similar to my TV setup, except out in the living room, I'm sitting a good 12 feet away. And here I'm only barely 3 feet. I'm about 2 to 2.5 feet. So this is very similar to playing on an 85-inch TV at like 12 feet away. As you can see, I'm getting 120 frames a second just fine. No hiccups, no problems. It looks better, but it's also possible it's just because I'm sitting closer and I can see things better than being in the living room. Because I remember having to wear my glasses when I was in the living room, even playing on the 85-inch TV. You're 12 feet away. In order to be able to read certain things, I actually did recall having to wear my glasses for some of the smaller stuff on the screen. What's interesting is I'm looking at my video and I can see my cursor there, but I can't see the cursor on the actual screen. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm going to use my mouse to go on this mission, but I can't see it on my screen. Yeah. There, now it popped up. Okay. See, it wasn't on the proper screen. I can only see it through the damn live stream on YouTube. That was weird. All right, let's go ahead and burn through these. Like I said, they're pretty trivial. So every time I start, I always look behind me. I can see the red dots, so I know I can't go back there. So it's going to be straight to the enemy. These ones I'll tend to stick to the sides so I can avoid the random encounters because I'm really not trying to grind. It's not doesn't seem like there's much of a purpose to grind these lower level stuff. I'll wait till I have something that's more a little harder, but I can also tailor my gear to better and burn through it even though it's harder, and I'll get more bang for my buck. Because these guys were not giving me a whole lot of like SP and whatnot. You have to get a certain amount of XP before you can level up, but you don't level up the moment. Well, I'm actually low. I'm sitting here talking. I have a buff that if I run out of health that I'll res, so it's a free Phoenix down. You get it at the base of the Shinra building that you start at. There's a lady there that you get the potion from. And it's a free Phoenix down, essentially, is what it is. So I always do that. That's kind of my oh shit, whoopsie thing of if I screw up. This one should be a circle. And being that there's three, there's probably one behind this one right here. Yeah, look at that. And I haven't played this game in shit, what, over 2 years? 3 years maybe? I don't remember the exact time it came out on PlayStation 5. But that's what I played it on. So just trying to stay to the side so I avoid random encounters. This is pretty much 99% effective that you're not going to get into a fight. Now, of course, being that the chest is directly across, I take the chance of getting into a random encounter. But I just went ahead and took that chance, just went straight there. There's the other one. So it's going to be the same thing. So what I'm going to do is get somewhat close to that guy and then go straight across. And then these guys were fire, right? So I think I'm just going to go ahead and fix this up to where I can do more fire stuff. Let's see, I have both. Let's do that. See, trivial. And because each mission, I can literally I'm right at the save point doing these missions. The save point gives me full health, full mana, and all that shit, about full MP. So, it doesn't, like, I can burn through that shit for each mission. Alright, getting a little more difficult, so I actually have to kind of start to pay attention more. Nothing there. You can see how good the reflections look. I don't remember the reflections being that good on the PlayStation 5. But again, in all fairness, even on an 85-inch TV, but sitting like 12 feet back, maybe I didn't really pay that much attention to it. It looked great. I'm not knocking the PlayStation 5 by any means. But I believe that all the ray tracing and upgraded, I have a 4060 Ti in this rig. It obviously is going to make sense that this is going to be a little bit better, but the PlayStation 5 is a pretty good deal too. He's going to be most likely weak to Blizzard, so let's go ahead and swap back to the Blizzard blade. And I got the fire armlet, so this should be no big deal. Ah, they stunned me. So even though I didn't have the buff for no AP, I just burned through it. Because as these fights get a little bit harder, you want to go after the weaknesses and you want to make it to where you have the best advantage. It's gonna make the story fights pretty trivial too. But I recall at times moving forward with the story and not paying too much attention to this stuff, and then the fights just kind of took longer, and it seemed like I wasn't as strong. So this is a good way to level up, get your materia stronger, and set up your you can do your equipment, and you have multiple sets. So I can kind of just get a couple of different ways of doing things, like something that's more defensive or something more magical attack, something more physical attack, and I can quickly switch sets and still be somewhat successful. And if you run into a tough fight, you just have to kind of, okay, what's the weakness? What is the tough attack that you're having trouble with? That is it kicking your ass? Do you need more vitality? Do you need more spirit to handle a magic attack against you or something? It's not that these Final Fantasy type these games are not that difficult. You just have to pay attention to that. Pay attention to the elements. What is the enemy doing? What's their weakness? What's their strength? Things like that. What I actually like about like Remake, Rebirth is that they really incentivized you to do the what was that materia? The sense, I think it was the sense materia or whatever, the one where you scan the monster and you get it in your bestiary, and you check it and see all its stats, what it does. That's kind of how the game is meant to be played, is really understand who you're fighting and exploit their weaknesses, and whatever their strengths are, you counter it, and you'll win. The game is really not that difficult. You just want to counter those abilities. All right, so this is a 4. So let's see who we're fighting here. Again, I check behind me. This one's good. There's no chest behind me, so it's going to be the fire dude. I think we already have the blizzard blade, so we're just going to do pretty much the same thing. Even though it's a 4-star, we should be able to handle just fine. I could also swap out this for an actual, just a blizzard, so I can use MP. If I get like a no MP cost, I can just spam blizzards. And if I get a no AP cost, I can spam the blizzard blade. I'll use this guy to kind of keep my health up a little bit, or I'll just use potions. I don't really want to use the cure because, again, it's already mastered. So I kind of just want to leave it alone. And I'm trying to level up that gravity materia. So I think this chest is going to be off to the right. Yeah. This is 1, but I bet you there's 1 at the end of it. Oh shit, it's the Toonberry. He's not who I'm here for. I don't remember. I don't remember doing this. But he might kick my ass. So I guess the other chest is closer to that guy. I'll try and get him to use. There he goes. He used it. I'm trying to draw it out the attack because I think he can one-shot me. So I'm just sticking and moving. Okay, looks like he used it, so I think I'm good. Nope, I don't want that. Need to be careful. He had that ability up, so make sure I draw it out of him and not forget. There, see? Just stick and move. Damn it. I'm being extra careful with him because I believe he can one-shot me. I could be wrong, but I mean... I just don't remember. Alright, I got all those, and then this guy is going to be Blizzard. Alright. Got a good bit. There's the thread. Alright. Oh, these guys are weak against fire. I don't have fire. Okay. That wasn't too bad, and that was a 4-star. I didn't see what buff I got from the slots. So that activated the Toonberry quests. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and get it out of the way. This was kind of my plan. I mean, I wasn't really planning on recording much, but I know I haven't recorded anything the last couple weeks because I've been sick and then I got really busy with work. So just kind of showing what I'm playing because that's kind of the plan of why I bothered doing this stuff in the first place. It's not really all that important. But who knows, maybe I'll capture a funny moment or something stupid or whatever. Yeah, that's the right way. That was the only chest, and I gotta go all the way the frick up here. I think I'm gonna fight on this bridge. I don't think you can really avoid the fight. Yeah. Get out of the way. I don't want to burned through too much of my AP, and you stunned me, of course. There we go. So the slots gave me no MP and no AP costs, so I went ahead and finished them off. So I'm going to treat him the same as the last one. I'm going to be real mindful of that knife attack and just stick and move. It might not hurt. I think he hit me with it. It might not hurt that bad. Whatever. I'm trying to avoid that karma attack. Sometimes I can avoid that karma, and sometimes I can't. I'm probably a little overcautious with that Toonberry. It's not that bad. Because I think it did hit me with a knife, and it was only like 400 damage or something. So I'm looking behind me. I don't see a chest. I think on the PlayStation 5, I think these crystals looked that bright. I think they looked that good, but I'm not sure about the lighting. I think the lighting was decent, but I think on the computer, the PC, I think the reflections and the lighting are better. I would have to hook up my PlayStation in here. And to be fair, just put it on like this monitor and just compare it at that point. So it's the same screen, just different hardware processing the information. But I don't have this game anymore on the PlayStation. I sold it. I have Rebirth because I remember I hadn't platinumed it. I was going to, but it was around September of last year, and it was real close. I was down to the last few whatchamacallums. Yeah, he doesn't hurt too bad, but 4 of them obviously is probably going to be a problem. So let's not get carried away here. Got it. Really trying to stick and move. Here's a cutscene with Angeal. I think we've already seen this one. Yeah. And yeah, that's what happens there. So let's not fuck this up and stick and move and keep healing ourselves. Keep that regen going. Nope. And all right, let's go to town. It didn't seem to be doing as much damage as I thought. Get those two. All right. Should be better. Trying to focus this guy down. I'm going to let him knife me if he does and see if that null physical. He's not even trying to hit me. Alright, that takes care of that. So yeah, those toonberries are not too terribly bad. Okay, what's the next one? Do I really want to add another image to that? Yeah. It would be a summon. But like I said, what this screws up, see how Ifrit is already 100% progress? So there's no cut scenes to see or no memories it's already done. Now for someone like Sephiroth at being at 10%, it's saying at 10%. Now Ifrit's in the mix and when he comes up, he can break up me getting a memory from one of those guys and trying to increase the progress bar on that. So that's kind of where I'm like, I don't know if I want to go too far with this. So I might just leave this one alone and try and get him after I've gotten some of those memories out of the way. We can give this a shot. It's going to be probably a little difficult, but let's see who we're up against, and we'll just change our equipment accordingly. See how I handle it. There's no chest back there. Everything's on the left-hand side. There's the chest. There's two chests. I didn't look at the number. Alright, these guys I think are weak against fire. So we will do gravity wasn't as good as I thought it was. It does it by a quarter. So you pretty much have to use it right away and then switch to something else. I think I did a little too much with it during that multiple toonberry fight. So, but I do like having an AP attack as well. So maybe just stick with the Blizzard Blade because it gives me a little bit extra magic too. That will go toward my fire attack. So I'll go ahead and do that. Keep that for some healing, and let's see how we do. That's a 4-star, but you're attacking the enemy's weakness, so it's trivial. But the other games have a bestiary. This one doesn't, so I'm going kind of off of my memory on some of this shit. Okay, So now we got this one, items in the plains. That's a 5. That'll likely be difficult. I'll wait on that. Let's kind of maybe get some of this other stuff out of the way. This is kind of the boring stuff, but it's going to be even worse. I didn't switch to Blizzard, did I? We can do Blizzard Blade. Gravity doesn't work on him. But attacking his weakness makes that pink bar go away real quick. So, all right, let's chill out. Okay, we're taking too much damage. Relax. Do a regen. I need to just block that. Obviously, I'm not good enough at dodging it. Because it's already a half reduction, and then I block it, and it reduces it even more. So it's very little damage. I'm just going to finish him off. I didn't have any chests there, right? It's just a straight up fight. Pretty sure. Alright, that guy's done. That's the only chest right there, so let's grab it. And off to your left. I think, I don't remember if these guys are weak to fire, but it's a level 1 star. It don't really matter too much. Now it's Blizzard. But what I'm doing here with this stuff is, as you get into the higher levels and the higher star ratings of these missions, you're going to find stuff that it's easy to grind for your SP or if you're trying to level up materia or whatever, because you'll have a group of guys that is weak to something, and you have the ability to just take them out pretty much in one swoop. And don't remember what it was, but I'm sure I'll find it later. I think it's after chapter 6 or something that I have a grind area. That's a mission that I just grind over and over. I really should have my air conditioner on. It's just kind of stuffy in here. Oh, there's the chest. It's either this guy or there is somebody that I remember grinding just like this. I don't think it's these guys. And if the enemies are pretty tough, you definitely want to really try and get behind them. You're going to get more critical hits hitting them from behind. Unnecessary, but I'm going to skip it anyway. So. Libra is the one, like the assess. I think Libra is the one that shows you their stats and what they're weak against, what their strengths are, and things like that. I didn't see a chest back there, but there's 3 of them out here. That one is on the way to the mobs, so I'll just go get these. There should be one at the very end. Yeah, I see it way off in the distance. So there's 2 in this little offshoot, and then the one closer to the mob for the mission. This is essentially my way of just kind of doing a kind of a chill kill thing. Ah, shit. I'm going to see if I get a memory real quick. It didn't. I was looking at the slots and I was waiting to see if something would trigger. Go back this way. Yeah. But yeah, it was the same thing for like World of Warcraft, you know, just if I was doing like a grind session, there'd be plenty of times I would put on something just like this and just go do my thing for a while. Okay, got another one of those. I don't remember what it was, but it was something with that Libra. What was left in this one? That's right, because it was a 5. I wanted to hold off. I wanted to get some of them ones done first. These are pretty easy. So I'll probably try that 5 after this. I believe I can probably do it. There's no chest in here, huh? Okay. It's only one. It's probably going to be out here on the left. Let's see it. See the mob. Nope, it's on the right. Damn it. Trying to not burn through all of my AP just in case I need it for the mobs. I shouldn't. It should be a pretty easy fight. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble taking this guy out. Let's see if we get this. I don't think these guys are weak to anything, so I'm not sure. No, fire. I want to do fire. It's just I got the no MP cost buff, so I went ahead and finished him off with the fire. What's next? 3. Mute shock. I think that's an item. Right behind me. See that? So in the room I'm starting at, it if I just started rushing to go fight, I would have missed that chest. I'm going to go ahead and cast some fire to kind of get this going. And finish him off with the Blizzard Blade. This will likely be over here. Just going to double check up here, but I don't recall the chests normally being in these hallways. See? I don't see nothing. Oh, that's right. That's that little alcove in the middle. That's where it's going to be. There it is. One more probably on the way to the mission mop. It's all the way at the end of this corridor. So remember, I'm sticking to some of these side walls to try and avoid fights. Because at this time, I'm not necessarily grinding for anything in particular. Where the hell's the chest? Really? I don't want to have to redo this mission, so there was one in the very beginning right behind me. There was one in that alcove. There it is. I see it. Just waltzed right past it. So I'm just trying to get an early lead on these guys so I don't take a lot of damage. I know I'm kind of burning through some of my MP, but you can see it just finished off the fight a lot quicker. And they weren't necessarily weak to fire, but it's a stronger fire spell, Fira. So I was able to burn them down quicker than hacking and slashing. All right, let's see the next one. It's a 4. Should be able to handle it. We're getting close to getting that titanium bangle from the bonus. Just 2 chests. Might be behind the rock. Yeah, there. It literally feels like yesterday that I played this. Like a lot of this stuff I remember pretty well. Okay, so it's those guys. Just hug the wall. Should be able to get this chest. But I do have my vitality. Yeah, that's on. I wonder if I should do... the bulletproof vest. Here's the mute shock. Because that'll give me another 30 vitality, so it'll take very little damage from these guys. because these guys are a strong physical attack, and I don't recall them being weak to anything. So I'll probably do that. And I got an AP attack and I got an MP attack. That's already mastered. So let's move to the Thunderblade. Alright. Ouch. Wow. That was with my vitality up as well. That is a little tough to be behind him because he'll swing that left arm. Nah, that's going to kill me. Okay, I remember this. I remember this fight. So I need to absolutely get that pink bar down quick. I'm trying to remember what was the best way to do it. I need to be able to do more damage. Taking less damage is not as helpful as it should be. I'm at 93 vitality, but I can't. I'm going to get rid of the gravity. I'm going to have to go with the HP up. I might need to go with my cure. I can't be doing that. Can't do that. Okay, let's do this. See if it gets it down pretty good. No, he was still at 100%. And he hits me for 2,000. What did I do to do this? Isn't there a way to slow down that pink bar? Because none of this stuff is going to matter. I cannot survive that attack. But I need something. Got barrier. That's the assess. That's to find out. I guess let's try that and see what it says. I don't think the jump would work. Yeah, I have a lot of vitality. I'm going to add a barrier. I still don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, I don't need to cast Libra. It just shows. Can't do that. Yeah, that thing goes down way too slow. So with the barrier, it still hits me for 1400. So I would have to have HP up plus barrier, and maybe I'll live. I need a way to either slow down the pink thing, or some kind of damaging attack that takes it down a lot quicker. Or does the Tomahawk Boomerang completely ignore my vitality because it's hitting me for a lot? So you can do something like this. It gives me some extra attack. Kind of curious what fire would do during that phase. No, we're not going to our maintenance tonight. We went to it last night. I need to turn off that alarm. I could be completely wrong doing this stuff. I don't remember what I had to do to eventually get this. Hey, there's another memory. I didn't have this one. So now he will go from, I think it was what, 30% to probably 40 on the DMW. Oh, hey, he was stunned. He should do it soon. No, that fire doesn't do enough. See, I still didn't get it past 75%. 2,800. Damn it, what was the trick to this fight? want to say I think I need to get like a stop materia, time materia, something to give me the time to bring that pink bar down. Can't read his name. Trying to. Guess I could have looked up the mission as well. Let me forfeit it. And see what mission number it is. Because this should be doable. I should be able to handle this. I just don't know the mechanic I need to be doing. Can't even tell what level this dude is. I think he's got like 3,500 HP or something. Yeah. He's already got the guy way down below half. So he's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, he killed the mob before the guy even did that tomahawk thing. So I'm probably just too low of a level. Wow. And I'm a little tired. That is true. So instead of beating my head against the wall on that, I think I'll let that go, which means I'm probably not going to bother with this one just yet. We've made some pretty good progress. I don't want to do that because I don't want to add it to my DMW. But like I said, that one memory with Angeal, he went from 30 to 40%. So I think I'd be 6 more memories left. And again, the problem is if I add more to all this stuff, then it makes it harder to progress some of the other ones. So it is a good idea to try and early on do some grinding of some kind and actually get some of those DMWs out of the way. It'll be much easier to get them at that point. So I guess I'm a little tired. Maybe I won't even bother with the story so much. Even though I don't plan on doing any more missions now. This would just be a matter of going back to the office. I got other stuff out of the way, like there's these fan clubs you sign up for and you get emails about. I already did all that shit. While some of the other side quests have already been done. Oh, I think I can get the Phoenix down from this lady again. She's the one that hands it out. Crap. So I don't think I can do the training yet. This is to move forward with the story. I already did the materia stuff. Where is... Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I'll probably not do any more story. That was a good hour worth of shit. It's not bad. So that's what I plan on doing for a while, is probably playing Crisis Core again, go for achievements and whatnot, and then we'll play Remake and then Rebirth. I've already platinumed Remake on the PlayStation. I enjoyed doing that. The last fight with Sephiroth is a pretty good fight. So I think I'll do that again. And then we'll see how I handle doing Rebirth and see if I can platinum Rebirth. I don't know yet. We'll cross all that bridges when I get there. So I think I'm going to go to bed.